Let's talk about Skirk, one of the most anticipated characters coming in 5.7. With all the leaks we have seen so far, her kit looks incredible, unique, bringing mix of on-field and off-field DPS mechanics. Skirk's core mechanics is her elemental skill, which summons a mirror image clone that mimics her attacks and inherits her stats. Once she activates her skill, she can choose between two different attack modes. A mechanic similar to Kiori's dual mode skill. One mode lets Skirk unleash very high-frequency normal attacks with the clone attacking in sync with her, making her an aggressive on-field DPS. The second mode is where things get really interesting. Here, Skirk and her clone deliver a single high multiplier attack much like Mavuka's elemental burst, and then she is forced to switch out. However, her clone remains on the field, occasionally attacking at a very low frequency, making this an off-field DPS playstyle. This means Skirk can either be played as a sustained melee fighter or as a burst nuke unit depending on how you use her skill. Right now, there's no indication that she has a separate elemental burst, which raises the possibility that her second attack mode functions as her burst equivalent. Since it forces her to switch out, it suggests that the attack has a very high damage multiplier, allowing her to deal massive burst damage in one hit before another character takes over. One of the more unusual aspects of Skirk's kit is how her energy system works. Her energy starts at 0 by default. And while it's unclear whether she even needs energy or if she has a special way of generating it, the fact that both her signature weapon and artifact set are built around this mechanic suggests that this is an intentional design choice. Skirk's signature artifact set is specifically designed to maximize her damage based on her zero energy mechanic, making it the strongest option for her current kit. The 2-piece bonus provides a 15% cryo damage bonus, which is a straightforward but significant increase to her overall damage. The 4-piece effect is where things get interesting. If Skirk's energy is at 0, she gains a massive 60% boost, but the type of boost depends on the first action she takes. If she starts attacking with normal attacks, her normal attack damage is increased by 60%, but if she uses a burst-type attack instead, she gains 60% burst damage. However, these two buffs cannot be active at the same time. Once she commits to one type of attack, the other buff is disabled for 6 seconds. There was a misconception circulating that Skirk's kit would scale off HP, leading some players to believe they should pre-farm HP % artifacts ahead of her release in 5.5. However, this information has been proven false. Skirk does not scale with HP, meaning stacking HP on her artifacts will not increase her damage. Instead, she functions like a traditional DPS, relying on attack %, crit rate and crit damage for her main offensive stats. There's also speculation that one of her constellations will allow her to summon an additional clone, which could significantly increase her cryo application and reaction potential. Since we already know that her clone's attack apply cryo, adding an extra clone could potentially double the cryo uptime, making her a strong contender for teams that rely on frequent cryo reactions. With all of these mechanics in mind, Skirk looks to have two major roles in a team. If played as an on-field DPS, she will be constantly attacking with her clone, creating a fast, aggressive melee playstyle. If played as an off-field burst DPS, she will unleash a high-damage attack and then swap out, letting the clone remain on the field for additional cryo damage while another character takes over. Both of these playstyles seem viable, but given how her artifact set directly supports her mode-switching mechanic, she seems to be designed to make use of both playstyles depending on the situation. Thanks for tuning in, travelers. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for regular updates, news and insights into the world of Teviat.